To South Africa and all who live in it, united in our diversity. Collecting the resource rentals that belong to the people of South Africa. We seem to have reached some sort of consensus at last. Poverty is the real issue. Employment with real jobs is the single most critical social and economic issue to be resolved in South Africa today. And this needs to be tackled with the utmost urgency. As it happens, the solution is obvious and to hand. We will argue that, at its root, the problem really stems from a failure of the taxation system, a failure to collect natural and community-created rentals. Destructive taxes on labor and consumption, such as pay-as-you-earn and value-added taxation, are not only stifling economic growth, but are the principal cause of the apparently intractable unemployment problem. Regressive taxation oppresses the poor and depresses economic activity in marginal areas, which is exactly where job creation requires stimulation. Moreover, even in prime, mostly metropolitan areas, full collection of these rentals would provide the stimulus that is distinctly lacking in the prevailing situation of gross economic underperformance. The solution? Collect the rent, stimulate rapid economic growth, and finally release the grip of the dead hand of taxation on employment. Our argument is simply that South Africa can eliminate unemployment and achieve rapid economic growth by collecting the natural and community-created rentals on land and other natural resources, instead of inflicting mostly destructive taxes on labor and consumption. The practical proposals that follow show that the collection of resource rentals in a developing economy like South Africa's can take effect in a surprisingly short time. Right at the outset, however, we need to recognize that this situation is a part of a global phenomenon. So what then has the global credit crisis, for example, got to do with our proposal that South Africans act like owners of their own land and other natural resources by charging a rental for their use, instead of taxing themselves for working and risking their capital? Well, everything actually. For a start, houses, the decline in prices of which sparked the subprime and then the global credit crises, are still, even in this area of technology, built on land. And, as we shall see, if our proposals had been adopted, the crisis simply could never have happened.